Over the last few months, there were quite a few characters that got released, and power creep is real. I mean, just look at this. Just look at Leda, for example. The 3 new characters, all of them quite powerful. And even before that, you have the characters that just gain +1 projectile every 20 levels, which is, honestly, it's really strong. And those that gain 1% of a stat per level up. And of course, X. However, there's one character, when he got released, yeah, he was quite forgettable. He was actually the by far worst character, even in comparison to older characters. You know, even if you take Antonio is actually quite solid, you know. Yeah, this one. Starts with 1 revival, gains 1 more revival. That's the one thing you didn't need in the game, because revivals didn't have any use for you. It's like, yeah, you don't die. Oh, you know how you also don't die? You're just strong. You just kill everything. So today, we will play Krochi, whatever his name is. And we will play him with 250% curse, because these 2 revivals, you know, they seem quite insignificant. However, there's one thing in the game that helps us out quite a lot. So let's take a look at it. Now, I'm just gonna say ahead of time, there's a good chance I'll fail this. I'll start with the inlaid library, but I can't really walk far, right? Like, I can't really outrun the enemies, so I might need to change that. And what he benefits from now is Awake, right? 10% HP, 1 armor, 5% might, area, duration, and speed. This is like just having an additional level in all of these passive weapons, just because of his passive, right? So that is actually quite... oh my god, they are fast. Okay, so I want to go for a specific build, but nothing here speaks for that build. And, well, there's X, that is a good one, let's go for it. Now, as you might notice, it's really hard to kill the enemies because we play on 250% curse. And you'll see, we'll have to do a lot to make this work. Like, a lot. There we have Clover, very nice, let's pick that up. And there's the first death already. But as you can see, we still have 4 revivals left, and at 33, I will get another one, and of course, I'll pick up Tiragisu there. Ooh. Okay, I'll pick up Tiragisu here. Might have been a mistake. Maybe I should have went for the 10 additional damage. I mean, if you look at the damage that the enemies take, you know, 10 is a very big difference, but there we go. 10 additional damage, and this should start killing them, hopefully, in 1 shot. Like, I don't know how much health they have right now, but this should be, yeah, doing it. We have 4 revivals left, so let's just get Ken Lapador. And pretty much what I need is, I need a defensive setup that also kills all the enemies. Duplicator, amazing. That will be huge, look at this. Just having an additional cross is insane. Now, 250% curse is not to be underestimated. For you to understand, curse increases health, speed, spawn frequency, and spawn amount of the enemies. All of that, right? So they are insanely dangerous. Let's keep going with the cross. And there's the next step. Yeah, it's just continuing. Now, the good thing is, every single time I die, you might notice my armor is going up and my HP is going up, right? So that means I will become super duper tanky, and at one point, the enemies just won't be able anymore to really harm me. Now, it's of course still very dangerous. I have no real gameplay. Like, I didn't want to test it out and it's like, oh yeah, guys, hey, I'll try out something amazing, and oh yeah, by the way, I already did it. No. I want to do this together with you here, first try, and see how it works out. Now, one thing that I'm actually considering is armor, you know. We have the retaliation bonus that got changed in the game, and I will go for armor and pick up, what is its name? Rune Tracer later on, and combine that with the bonus stats that we get. There's Razor, that is one of those that I need. And now I just need to lose Tiragisu. I have to get it to the next level, you know. But now I just need to lose Tiragisu. And after that is done, I can get the last passive weapon, which I don't even have a clue of yet. There's Knife, very good. And then we will just go for Empty Tome, right? And that's how simple it is. That is usually how you play it. So there we have Cross again with more base damage. There we go. Now, do I know of, like, what kind of build I want to go for? No. I have no real idea yet. I might go for a mix of some kinds, you know. But I'm honestly not too sure. Like, maybe I can go for Hollow Heart here and just skip some other things that I could go for. But I think... Hey, mouse cursor, what are you doing? Stop that. Hey, stop being ugly. There we go. But one thing that I was thinking of... Okay, Tiragisu, do I take it now? I'll take it now. It's fine, because I'm about to die, you know. But yeah, if you just look at our HP and armor, we are super tanky. Now I'll make my way over to the empty tomb. I don't want to get there too late, you know, and I'm already getting killed by all the enemies before I get there and get the bonuses. However, as you can see, I'm still taking a ton of damage. But our weapons become super fast and super strong and super big just because of the bonuses that this character gets from the awakes. Now there's one more revival that I'll get at level 33, but that's not a big deal, because I can simply die, lose the Tiragisu with the next death, right? And then I can pick up the empty tome, and after that, get to level 33 and die. Why? Well, because, you know, it doesn't matter. The only point of dying is that you get rid of the Tiragisu, and if you don't have the revival yet, yeah, that's totally fine. There we go, one more projectile and cross. Now, as you can see, it takes longer and longer and longer to die. And eventually at one point, maybe I should actually turn off the damage numbers, because we'll have a lot of crazy stuff going on. But yes, eventually at one point, it will just take so long for us to die even once. So I think at this point I will not go for cross here, I'll go for knife instead. I need to get up other weapons to, you know, be strong enough and deal with the enemies. However, what I'm also looking for is some healing. Like, I really need some healing. Now, Lightning Ring would be an amazing weapon, but I don't think I really want to go for that. It will miss a lot of its shots simply because the enemies are so fast. But I think what I'll go for is Center Water. You know, think about the stats that we are getting. We're getting Might, we're getting Speed, we're getting Duration, we're getting Area. Doesn't this sound amazing for Center Water? I would say so. So there we have Bracer. And there we have Knife again. Maybe I should have taken something like Laurel, but I first want to see what we are really doing. Now, one thing that we could definitely do, we could attempt to kill the Guardians and pick up the stuff to evolve Laurel afterwards, right? So I think I will actually go for Laurel, just as a defensive mechanism later on, that we can cap the damage that we take. Because right now we have so much armor, right? And with the Laurel evolution, you only take 10 damage, but after that it subtracts the armor from the damage that you're taking. So if you have 9 armor, and you only take 10 damage, it means you only take 1 every single time. So there we go, Knife again. So yeah, what I'm looking for now is just a Attract Orb. And I have to be very careful. I'm a bit behind, you know. I said I want to be at the empty tome whenever I get here. And yeah, I'm a bit behind. But it's fine because I still need the Attract Orb, you know. I can't pick up the empty tome either way. Ooh, the boss could be a problem. Let's go for Bracer here. Okay, let's hope for the best. Is it looking good or is it looking bad? It's a bit hard to evaluate, but I'm definitely still losing health and I'm on my last revival. However, next level up, I will get one more revival, so there we go. I don't think I want anything of that, so I'll just banish the magic wand. I will need the rerolls for the Arcana, you know, so I don't want to use too many of them. But there we go, I'm level 33, and if I level up again, we can see I again have a revival. So now I might just go for Clover, to be honest. More luck means more of the Candelabra spawn on the stage, and that means I will have more food. Food is the main way for me to refill my HP, right? And if we just take a close look at this, I have 259 HP. 259. And, like, I will get even more, right? Because I will just die another time, get 10%, that's amazing. Okay, let's go for Center Water here. I'm not too convinced that I can actually do this. Like, I'm less concerned with the current waves, and I'm more concerned with future waves. Oh, well, this is big. Labrador, there we go. And we have another chicken there. Now, I don't even know what I really want to go for as the next few weapons. But I think Labora definitely benefits by far the most out of the stats that we get here as bonus stats. So I kind of want to max it out. I'm still looking for the Attract Orb, you know. If I can't get that, then I can't get the Empty Tome. And let me tell you one thing. Getting 40% cooldown reduction is huge, right? It's insane. So I would really love to have that right about now, but it's just not showing up. So let's go for the other stuff, I guess. But I'm just gonna say this. A lot of the characters in the game, I gotta banish something that's spinach, not Spanish. But yeah, a lot of the characters would not be able to do this, simply because they can't survive this long, and even after that, their power level is missing for this. Now sure, there are characters nowadays that are super duper strong, but we are talking about the most forgotten, the most ignored, the most... maybe hated is overshooting it for a bit, you know. It's like, people don't really care about Krochi. He came out, he was super disappointing, you know, it was fun at first because you had a character that had a revival stat, And soon after that there was nothing to it. Now a bit of a history lesson. When he came out, there were a lot of leaderboard runs that were done. And especially for me, what interested me the most, that I always cared about the most, were gold record runs. And in case you don't know this, whenever you die, you get bonus stats, you know, for each revival. And this increases the more you die. However, at one point there is a cap on it that only gives you plus 100 gold, multiplied with your gold stat, you know, and the bonus from the stage. So the theory behind that was, because he has so many revivals, or 2 additional ones, maybe he might be good for gold record runs. Spoiler, he was horrible. Like at that time, a normal character... Oh, you really want to do that to me. Oh, that is bad. There we go. Like at that time, the gold record was 24k. A normal character would easily reach 18k. That's not great. That's fine. 18k. And Krochi reached around 20 to 21k. You know, you don't have to be a genius to realize, yeah, that is not very great. That's like, kind of useless. Now the next time when Krochi kind of appeared in the eyes of the players was when Krochi came out, you know, and people realized that Krochi gains an additional beam for each revival that you have, and 10% damage bonus, you know. Now the problem was, there are other characters that were a lot better at that. Oh, Rune Tracer. Yeah, that was the last weapon. How did I forget about you? There were just better characters that were better at it. Now, while, for example, Cavallo and Mortaccio, etc., you know, those that gain more amount, they didn't have the bonus damage, right? But they did have one more beam than Krochi had. And that was significant enough that you would not go for Krochi and instead just for them. He completely fell off. That was like the only time where you thought, wow, this is where he could shine. He didn't. And the next time where he could have shined, but I think people just already gave up on him, was with Awake. 10% in bonus stats, 1 armor, and 2 armor, sorry, because 2 revivals. And 20% health, that is a lot. Those are a lot of stats. But, like, it looks so minor, right? It's like, yeah, what is 10% in those stats? But it's 10% in 4 stats. And as you might know, a lot in this game doesn't work in a linear way. So, for example, if you deal more damage, but you also attack faster, you can't just count these as 10% each. It really depends on what weapons you use and what that leads to. So, for example, if it leads to... Instead of taking 2 hits, it takes 1 hit to kill the enemy, and you kill them faster, fitting with the respawn interval of the enemies, then that means you get an insane amount of kills in comparison to if you wouldn't have that. Now, those are of course very specific scenarios that in a lot of the cases will not be happening, to say that, you know. But it's still very, very interesting overall that this is actually a serious buff. Like, just look at this. I'm still fine. I still have the revival that I got at 33. Like, take a look at my level. I'm 61. I haven't died yet. And this is just how this effect that he has spirals out of control. And we will get one more, don't forget that. And become even stronger. Now, one problem that I'm having right now is I really have to banish a bit more, since I'm just missing the attract orb. Did I banish the attract orb? No way, right? No, there's no way I banished the attract orb. Oh, I wish you could see what you banished in the game. That would be really nice. Oh, I really hope I didn't do that. Now, do you see how long the enemies are frozen? This is because of the increased duration that we have. Now again, right now it's only plus 5%, it's not that much. Oh my god, there it is. Okay, good. I really thought I banished it. But yes, this is just because of the increased duration that we have. And it just makes it bonkers once you get to certain amounts of time, you know. Okay, there we go. Empty tome, perfect. Now we do need to kill the Guardian. I'm honestly a bit hesitant with this. Like, the Guardian is a serious enemy. And keep in mind, like, just to make this clear, we are playing on 250% curse. That means it's harder to kill the enemies. They are super duper fast and keep damaging us. And we are doing just fine. Like, it has been relaxed since the very get-go. I'm actually really surprised right now. Like, I thought on the library, you know, because I can't run away from the enemies, since they always surround me, that I'll have major problems or so. But no, look at this. It's super simple. And once we will have retaliation damage, I think we will just melt them. I might be wrong with this, you know, and it barely deals any damage, especially with the health boost that the enemies have. but it should still be a very, very decent help. There we have Empty Tome. That is one priority that I have, and there we go. I'm almost fully healed. And I'm just walking through the enemies, by the way. They just can't keep up with the amount of armor that I got. Okay, there we go, another chest. Thank you, Rune Tracer. And at 10 minutes, I'll have the first evolution. Now, I could attempt to go for the Guardian. Ooh, maybe I'll wait for one evolution for that, you know. Yeah, I have a very bad idea. If I go for it right now, I might honestly just die. So there we go, Empty Tome. So to make the stats even more extreme that he receives, I will attempt to pick up every single thing on the stage, you know. So I will go for all the rings, I will go for all the arrows, I'll go for everything. The silver ring increases duration and area, you know, and we already increased that just on our own with the revivals. I will go for the bonus health and bonus health regeneration, so we will just become a super duper tank. And then I will go for the arrows and the rings in general, you know, just to have them. I don't even need them, but let's go for more curse. Like, right now, I feel so confident with this that I think I can just do that. Easy peasy. Ooh, there's experience over there. Do you see how much experience I'm getting? I'm level 76. These enemies are super fast, super tanky, and I'm just shredding them. That's just how broken this is. Wow, and I'm already maxing out everything. There you go, a Tracked Orb. And yes, normally I would banish that Tracked Orb, you know, that I don't keep picking up experience, but this time I'll just pick up everything. Now the benefit of banishing it is, we are maxed out, right? So there's no need to get more experience. And getting more experience will just make the enemy stronger and stronger and stronger, since most of them scale with our level. However, I don't care. Let's make them as strong as possible. We will do this. We are Krochi. We are the new version of Krochi with Awake. Okay, there we go. Let's kill this guy. Oh, wow. We are not dealing a lot of damage. There we go. So what do we want to evolve? I think what I really want to evolve is Rune Tracer. The second one would definitely be Labora. You know, Labora is amazing. 1000 Edge would also be really good because we are about to face the Guardians. And Death Spiral is solid overall. The only one that I don't want to see is Cross evolve into Heaven's Sword, because that heavily nerfs it. Okay, there we go, Retaliation. Totally fine, you know. I actually want to see how much damage does this do. Let's do this. Oh, it's a bit hard to say because we are so broken. I can't really get to the enemies. Oh, there it was. I think it's around 60 damage, I would say. Yeah, probably. So, are you ready to face the boss? Are you ready to face the Guardian? I'm really scared of this because they deal a lot of damage. Like, even with our armor, they will shred us. And keep in mind that Curse increases their movement speed. So, I'm sorry, but this might be game over. Okay, he will spawn right here. Somewhere like that. Come on. Don't spook me, please don't spook me. Yeah, I hate this so much. Okay, my weapons have to hit him, because otherwise he will just run into me. Ooh, okay. Come on, Krochi. So Krochi has 30% movement speed, bonus. That is the only reason why I'm doing that with him. Any other character and we would already be dead. Like, guaranteed. Okay, so we have to make him walk through the Chigamalik, the water. You know, there's the Arcana. Okay, come on. I need this. Where's the bed? There it is. Okay, it might take a bit too long. And there's also chest evolution. I need to get there as well. Come on, keep hitting him. There's the Arcana. Okay, so what I'm looking for is either Slash or something else that I already forgot. So what do we have here? Nothing that I want to have. That's really bad, so I have to reroll. Oh, that's really bad. So this is one that I wanted to have, but I really wanted to have Slash first. But I'll not risk it, I'll get it now. The reason that I don't want to risk it is, yeah, imagine next time I have to use 2 rerolls, but I only have 1 left, right? Okay, there we have the chest evolution. Yeah. Why? Why? This is really bad because the cross kept hitting him, you know, and stuttered him. And now we have this Heaven Sword, which honestly, amazing damage once you have Slash, but before that, it's so bad. Ooh, okay. I don't know. If you want to play this, by the way, I would recommend you a fun way. You know, I went beforehand, I checked out the Arcana and what I could go for, and I said, okay, yeah, oh, he's frozen. Well, let's get this. No, I said, like, this is the build that I want to go for. However, there are a lot of weapons that get affected by all the 4 stats, you know. So, for example, my knife, my axes, they don't get affected by the duration that we have. But you could just go for that. Like, you could go for King Bible, for example. Labora is definitely one that gets affected by all 4 of them. What else is there? Oh, another freeze, nice. Oh, Rune Tracer, of course, is affected by all of them. Heaven Sword, sadly not. So, you know, that's like, yeah, but it's fine. Can we finally kill it? Oh my god. Okay, there's another chest. Come on, I need this chest. I think this is just a chance one that is not guaranteed. Did he die? No, he didn't. There he is. This is just a chance one, but we have increased luck, right? So, hopefully I can get the chest. There it is. Oh my god, please give me something good. I need some Labora. Yep. What is it with Labora? I mean, Knife is also really good. Like, do you see how much he stutters? I think if I walk through here, the puddle here, and shoot at him, yeah, he's barely moving, but he's still moving a lot. Ooh. Okay, could you actually die? You know? Wait, I can just trigger the other guy as well. Yeah, I just realized this. So because we cover so much on our he's dead. He's dead. Krochi killed him. Just for you to understand, that dude has 30,000 HP multiplied with our curse. So times 3.5. That is 10,500. He had 10,500 HP. That is insane. And we shredded this early on. Like, without even slash yet, it is a majority of the damage. Ooh, Ooh. Do I get this ring? Okay, I'll do it. There we go. Okay, there we go. Let's go. And there's the next boss. Come on. I need the last evolution. Well, it's not the last evolution, right? Yeah, I have Death Spiral left and I have Labora left. I think this was also one that is not guaranteed. Okay, there we go. Oh, this is so amazing to have additional luck. Like, you almost always get the chests, and this is huge. Watch this. And keep in mind, I still have 1 revival left, right? Come on. Watch these stack up, and now he will stutter more and more and more. The more that stack up, and at one point, I'll... Look at this. Do you see this? Do you see this monstrosity? And now, watch this. Watch his damage. This is just insane. Like, he can barely move through this. I can just easily walk around. Oh my god, this is amazing. If I could get some distance in, I could just shoot at him with 1000 edge. And it would take him ages to get to me, but I sadly can't really get some distance in. Well, that's it. He died. There we go. Let's turn this off again. And now we will get the other items that are on the floor, the other ring and the other arrow. Now, truth be told, I'm a bit disappointed and a bit sad that I went for Laurel. In my mind, I was like, I'm actually really concerned. I don't think I can win this, you know, if I don't go for it. And now I'm like, well, yeah, I could have easily done this. Laurel did nothing for me. It's like, it didn't really exist. There we go. We have Death Spiral. Very nice. Thank you for the triple chest. That did absolutely nothing. And there we go. Yeah, so I gotta say, Laurel, big mistake. Shouldn't have went for this. Maybe the smartest choice could have been Clock Lancet and evolving it to half the enemy HP. But I think I should have just went for a weapon. Now the question is, look at my build. What should I have taken? Right? Like, the only one that is not evolved here is the Duplicator. I guess I could have bought the bone as an additional weapon. Yeah, that would have definitely worked. It benefits from the duration, from the speed, from the area, from the might. Oh, I should have gotten a big bone. Yeah, I also thought that in my teenage years. Well. So I gotta say this is not the first time that I attempted a 250% curse challenge. And, yeah, the last time where I did it, I had to abuse a mechanic in the game where you just stand in between objects. In fact, it was up here with Cavallo. And the bombs that he had, they would just bounce around and nothing could get to me, you know. So that was abusing mechanics of the game. But I'm genuinely surprised how good this works. Oh my god. Like, look at this. I'm getting so many kills. It's insane. Like, sure, there are more enemies spawning, but at one point, it's actually bad in the game to take curse. So overall, you know, people often ask, why do you even want to get curse? Because it just buffs up the enemies. It doesn't make a lot of sense. Now, if you think about it, what it does, right? It increases the amount of enemies that spawn and how fast they spawn. So at 50% increase, it's not just 50%, but it's 1.5 times 1.5 since both get increased, assuming to an equal amount. Okay, very good, very powerful. So, but still, why would you want to have that? Now, imagine your weapon does 200 damage and the enemies only have 50 HP. Even with 300% curse, they will still die in a single shot of yours, right? With 200 damage. And that means, by just spawning more and more enemies, you just get way more kills, way more levels, everything, and you become overpowered. This is why people use Curse. Like, the old level barrier in this game was around level 200, I think. Like, it was like 198 or so, and people couldn't go further off that. And the moment Curse came out, I think that, like, one of the first runs instantly got 220. And nowadays, this is sitting at like 280 or so. They're talking about, you know, not limitless and stuff like this, and talking about the actual leaderboard. So yeah, that was just crazy. Okay, so none of the stuff that I have gives Curse, right? Yeah, because I want to have this arrow, and I need to spawn the Guardians before I get the Curse. I think otherwise it's just way too bonkers. Let me get this ring over here. Dude, he can barely move. With all the projectiles going around, and this is what I talked about. So, not only do we get bonus duration, but we also get bonus speed. And they work hand in hand. You know, both of them just buff up all of our weapons. There we go. And they just make it really hard for the enemy to walk through anything, because we are firing all the time. Now, I'm gonna kill myself intentionally to get rid of the last revival. And that means, yeah, if we die now, that was it. That was just it. I have to be very careful now. He died. He died already. What? That dude has 105,000 HP. 100... What? What just happened? Wait, what? Huh? I have not the slightest idea what just happened. Wait, how... I don't have slash, right? No, I don't have slash. How did they die so fast? No, I don't know if I said they have 3,000 base HP, but it's 30,000. You know, and with the curse value that we had when they spawned, they have 105,000 HP. How did they just melt like this? There's no way, guys, I know Labora is very strong, and we just buffed up everything of Labora. But we are talking about 105,000 HP. That is 10% of what the Reaper killing strategy, the old one with Krochi, has. And he just melted this. Okay. Like, Pentachest, yeah, well, it's fine. Now, if you want to have more fun with this, I would say... Oh, right. Oh my god, this looks so beautiful. Thank you for that, I guess. Yeah. There we go. Now, if you want to have more fun with this, look at our stats right now. You should go on the dairy stage, right, the dairy blend, because you can just pick up this one, and this one. 3 of them you can just pick up there. That means it allows you to go for Spellbinder and for Spinach to max out all the 4 stats that you benefit from. But I wonder, what is the last weapon that you would want to go for here? Very good question, because I still think you don't have a spot for a new passive weapon, so Whip is not possible with crit. It would maybe be something that bounces around with the Arcana that we have, but I honestly don't even know what that is. I think it's just the guns and the Corello, right? So it's not very helpful. Oh my god, I just keep leveling up like crazy. I can't believe this right now. At 21 minutes, we will get the next Arcana, and then we will get Slash. Everything that we did so far is without the best Arcana for this. The one that buffs up our main weapons to an insane amount of damage. Oh my god, look at this. Look at this Labora. Look at the distance it's covering. And this is without any additional Arcana that make it crazy. Like, imagine you would now have the Speed Arcana to make it follow us faster and become ginormous. This is insane. Dude, I love this. It's always funny when you go back to characters and you check them out and you realize, oh, wait a second. With all the stuff that got put into the game, yeah, this actually makes a character quite busted. Like, if I would have made a tier list, you know, and actually, if you go to every single tier list that you'll find, even from people that don't play the game too much or do it for certain leaderboards or so, Krochi almost always will be at the very bottom rank. Like, maybe someone just likes a red demon theme and they put him into C tier instead of D tier, if D is the worst one, you know. But aside from that, he will always be bottom rank because he's so bad. But no, here he actually has a use. Like, this is actually good. Oh my god, he's just dead. He didn't even get through the entire shield that we had, he just died. Okay, well, if you deal 105,000 damage to the Guardians, you know, then you would kind of expect that. There we go. And there we go, a freeze. Well, yeah, sure, whatever. Let's get the NFT. Funny enough, the NFT also gets buffed from all the stats that we get. So might, area, duration, and speed. Now, if you're curious what speed does, it's just how far it goes. And area is how wide it is. So, yeah, just to explain that. Really funny if you take this on the secret character, Morabio, or Marabio? I forgot his name. If you take it on him, it's literally just in front of you. It's a bubble in front of you. And if you walk, it's behind you because of how slow it is. Okay, come on, 10 more seconds for Slash. I'm really curious what level we will reach once we have Slash, since this will just melt down the enemies. There we go, more gold. Thank you. Come on, where's the bet? Where's the bet? I wanna kill. There it is. Hello, Betsy. Hello. There we go. Oh, that was really fast. And now, let's get Slash. Let's hope it's on the last page. Okay. This is why I saved my rerolls. There it is. It's actually on the last page. If I would have used the reroll to go for Slash first, there was a chance this could have failed because it's on the last page here. Well, there we go. Now let's take a look at the damage. I'm not gonna turn this on for too long, but just look at this. Just look at this. We are melting the enemies as fast as we would melt them if we just normally play. But they have 200% more health. Oh my god. No, 330% more health. Now, for example, on the last wave, a common health value that they reach is... wait, how much? So they have 5 base health, and this is multiplied with your level. So, for example, if we have level 200, which is very realistic to reach that at that point, then they will have 1000 health, right? And then we will multiply this with our curse value, so times 4.3, they will have 4300 health. And every single time I level up because I kill so many of them, we will further increase their health. I gotta be honest, I will say we will reach level 300 here. Yeah, I will say 300. That is my guess. As always, I invite you to guess as well. It's always fun for me to do this, like because I see the stats, you know, and you can somehow take a guess there. However, the weapons that I take, they don't really, like they are not really something that I usually take. Labora, sure, but not with the stats. And Crimson Shroud, for example, it doesn't kill enemies, right? So it's like having only 5 weapons. But how much is our retaliation really doing? How much are the knives doing with the bouncing? Is it a ton? Is it just a little bit? I would assume it's a lot, but you never know. Unless you play it often, that's a given, of course. But yeah, I would say 300 is definitely in the realm of possibilities, depending on how the last 2 waves go. 300 is also a very long shot, I just realized. Like, the problem is because I get so tanky, it will take longer to kill them. And that means we will get way less experience. But I think it's just amazing that I'm not taking any damage. Like, even if I walk into them, they don't get to break my shield. If they do it, I only take 1 damage per hit. It's just nothing. Another chest. There we go. Thank you. Now the Clover has additional help, right? Right now we have 3 weapons that can critically strike. The Heaven Sword, the Thousand Edge, and the Death Spiral. And all of these highly benefit from the bonus luck that we have, since it increases the critical strike chance. So how much luck do we have? 100%. In other words, this just doubles their chances to critically strike. I think the Heaven Sword only has a 10% chance. This goes up to 20%. Maybe it's more since Slash, that could be. I think Thousand Edge has a 50% chance, so now it's guaranteed. And Death Spiral also has a 50% chance. But there was a huge nerf at one point where Slash was nerfed. That's the point of the word, you know. And I think there it was reduced down to 20% or so. But I don't know. I didn't take a look at it at all, you know. It was fun while it was busted and broken. And after that it's like, yeah, it's really good, but I don't really need it. Oh, all the witches. These have set health, by the way. The health still gets multiplied with the curse, right. So everything that I was about to say is totally useless. The reason why you care about the set health is it only matters for your level, right? They don't multiply with your level. That refers to set health. They still multiply with curse. Look at this thing just following me. Look at the enemies just walking through and melting in the Labora. Dude, this is just amazing. When I started this, like, this is why I'm so blown away. When I started this, I was like, yeah, this will be quite strong. Like, every single revival that we get is 20% in bonus stats, 1 armor, 10% health. Every single one of them, right, in total. So I was like, oh, that's a lot of value. That is a ton of value. And we get 2 bonus revivals, is what I want to say. But, like, I wasn't sure, is this really enough to win against 250% curse? Or will we just get overrun and that was it? But no, we are doing it. Oh, big boy boss. Big boy boss. Big boy boss. Big boy boss dead. Well, that was easy. I really can't wait to see the damage that our weapons did, because the enemies are so tanky with our high level and with our high curse stat. Every single time you see them die means we did like hundreds, if not thousands of damage to them. Like even these guys here, I think their base health is around 3. I'm probably off with that, but it's around 3-ish, you know. So that's like around half of what the final wave has that we calculated with the 4k HP. Oh, I didn't want to have the rosary now. It's fine, it's fine. And we are still melting them. So, damage numbers just for now, let's check it out. Oh my god. That's a lot of damage numbers. That is a lot of damage numbers. Okay, let's turn it off again, sorry. The bitrate on YouTube doesn't like it. I picked up another rosary. Ah, it's fine. Oh, a boss is coming close while trying. Oh, that. Okay. Oh, that's hilarious. Oh, it would have been very interesting to fight against Red Death, you know. We will die. There's no way I can do this. The only way I could do this is with food drops, since, yeah, we don't heal enough to out-heal the damage that we take. Like, I could have had maybe Bloody Tear. Yeah, that would have worked. With Bloody Tear I would have healed more than enough, but not like this. But, just for fun, I will give it a try and see what happens. Dude, there's just nothing coming in from the backside. Like, whenever you see them walking in, they die a second later. Not even a second. That's how fast they die. And to the front, our knives are pretty much just dealing with all the enemies. Since all the weapons, the other weapons, they just randomly fly around, right? Well, and they also bounce, so it's not that random. But the moment I turn around without the knife, do they now get in? Huh. No, we just kill everything. Okay, well, it's not the knives, it's just the build. Another triple chest, how much do we get? 508 gold, that is a very high value. Wait, what? Wait, that is an insanely high value. Wow. Not bad. Okay, I'll take it. I mean, I already took it. Ooh, I think the level 300 prediction might be a bit hard to reach. I mean, keep in mind, the last 2 waves that happened, they are insane, experience-wise. These dudes right now, unless I'm mistaken, they only give... how much experience is it? 3? And the next wave, the salad heads that fly around, the spinach heads, they will give 30 experience, and from the very last wave, all of them will give 30, right? So here, the witches only give 3, but the salad heads, they give 30. And that means you just level up like crazy all of a sudden. There we go, boss is dead, let's get the chest there. I'll take it, thank you a lot. I could just also walk up here, and like no one can enter. Well, that's a bit boring, you know. Let's let them just walk into the Labora and die. Oh my god, they still die like that. And the Labora is not even stacked up. That must be so many levels on the floor right now. Like a ton of levels on the floor. Okay, let me walk back here. There we go, 1 level up, another level up. Yeah, the 300 is not really showing, is it? Okay, I really wonder what level I will have at the end. I mean, there's probably 1 red gem somewhere that accumulated all the experience, and that's why I'm not getting the experience right now, you know, and it's, I don't know where it is. But we'll see at the end of this. I'll survive Red Death either way long enough that I can just collect everything. Okay, time to walk back again. There we go. I don't want to interrupt the bouncing, that's why I walk piano to piano. And I also want to spawn as many candles as possible. There we have a freeze, we have some gold, we have some chickens. I'm mostly after the chickens. Oh, there's a vacuum, perfect. Okay, well, let's just go over here. Let's let them spawn right into the Labora while we shoot to the left side. They are the first mobs that actually get quite far into this. Do you see that? Wow. And that is actually quite impressive. But then again, we already know, like, we did the calculation based on level 200. And look at this, I'm level 201. That means they have the health that I was talking about with the 4.5k it was, I think. Yeah. Okay, there we go. And I always love doing this. You just accumulate a ton of experience, and at the very end, you just collect 1 vacuum or so, and you get all the level ups, and then I just speed it up in my editing software. Okay, there we go. Don't walk too far over there. I don't want to accidentally pick up the vacuum. I want to wait until the very end so they don't become any stronger. And we're actually killing quite a few here. It's not that much, you know. Well, I think that was it. Yeah, there we go. So let's do this. Let's get a vacuum and let's see what happens. Did we get any level ups? There we go. Huh? What? No. No, I can math this out in front of you and tell you that this is not the experience that we got here. There's no way. What? What? Okay, anyone who knows this... No. No. The kills alone that we saw happening is more experience than that. Okay, I gotta go back to like 28 minutes and check out the kill counter and see how many kills we got and calculate it based on that. There's no... Oh my god, I have been wrong a couple of times in my life, you know, but never 100 levels wrong. I tried it as long as I could. Let's check out the damage numbers. I'm really curious about that one. There we go. Oh my god, yeah, Labora definitely carried hard, but oh boy, 1000 edge. That is solid.